Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we moved here 2013 with Novartis. It was good, but it was a lot of work. Now I switched completely, right? Now I'm not the consultant anymore.
You are with the company,
I'm
okay,
on
as an
site.
employee. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a client now, and it's a lot of work. So this facility, they didn't give me the details when I took the job. So they literally they built a carrot in front of me. So later
That's
I
what
learned
they
that this
do,
was like
right?
a
They don't tell you, or they tell you something. Once you get into it's a completely different thing. Everything can change any day. Yeah, that's
yeah,
how the world is. Corporate world, especially.
yeah. The once I joined, I realized that this was literally
Hmm.
a lab, and then they made this into a manufacturing facility to develop vaccines, which go into the patients.
Oh, so you have to build the lab into a manufacturing facility now. My goodness. Yeah.
So all the batch records and everything were like they did not follow any good documentation
So
procedures
you
and
have to
the
build from ground level
manufacturing
up now.
like no like ground like a good manufacturing practice. They were not abiding by any of those rules which
So
FDA
you
says
have
you
to
need
put in CGMP practices now. Yeah.
everything, and nothing was validated or qualified. It's all lab equipment literally they were using, and there is no like tracking of any of the inventory. They're literal, and it's all like cross product usage. Like if we
Mm-hmm.
get audited, we'll be shut down immediately.
Hmm.
And all this change control procedures were non-existent. Nothing could be tracked.
All the paperwork is like so
So it was,
tedious, right? Yes, it's very annoying and takes a
and there
lot
were
of
like
energy.
32 vaccines they were making at that point of time. I'm like, what is happening here? How are you doing this? So it was rough. I could last like 16 months in that facility because I didn't get any help. I didn't even get an intern. So
Hmm.
I was wearing the hat of a plant engineer, manufacturing, process improvement engineer, because the process were
Everything basically.
lab
You have
process,
to wear 10
everything.
different hats.
At the same time, I have to make sure the manufacturing of all these 32 vaccines are happening
Hmm.
through process while ordering the equipment, while improving this batch records, and also qualifying and qualifying, writing the procedures, and also getting
Hmm.
an inventory system records in place.
Hmm.
It was just too much, and I have a toddler at home. I was staying at the face for 18 hours a day for 16 months straight. Even after I'm coming home, I get a call saying, yeah, this chrome column has a bubble or it has a fissure. It is channeling. We cannot make the product. 2 a.m. I have to run, stay there. I have a toddler at home, man. How can I do this every day? So it
So
was
the
really
toddler
rough
at this
and lots
time,
of
your daughter is going to daycare now and then coming back. Like you're
yeah.
dropping, picking. Okay.
So I used to drop my daughter because while going to work, I can drop. Coming back, there is no guarantee because I'm responsible for all the
Time,
plant
yes.
operations,
When
right?
you can come back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there is no guarantee. So Raju used to pick
Pick her
her
up.
up all the time
So Raju also
because
moved with
and
you with a job. He found a job in California then at that time.
he was working from home
Oh, okay. So for
already.
his job, it doesn't matter. Okay, he can just move. Okay, that helps.
Yeah, location it matter. So he moved. So and we settled in Fremont right away. So because Novartis paid for the relocation, we they put us in one house
Hmm.
for 60 days, and then we found a house and we bought it and we moved in. So by May we had our own house here.
Oh,
So
so
we
you
were
bought
all
a
settled
house
here.
at that time. Okay.
Mm, yeah, pretty much in 4 months. We moved February. By May we bought the house.
Hmm.
Just when the market was like going up
Yeah,
slowly,
you
and so
did a
like
right
made
thing, and then it's like it's worked out really good, right? I heard like it went really,
yeah,
really
the Bay
great.
Area prices are crazy. Yeah, Bay Area prices are crazy, really.
California is the only thing that happened that day, and
unbelievable.
like everywhere it did, but there it's like 10x or something, which is really lucky. The right
Yeah,
time.
it's crazy. Like the market was really really low at that time. The bubble burst. Remember
Mm.
the marketing, the housing bubble.
Mm.
So even when the market was at the lowest, it was still affordable. Moving from Boston, it was not like Tennessee or something, but still moving from Boston was ridiculous prices. But we are like, we need to get it. It's now or never. So we bought the house immediately.
Oh, nice.
But then after we bought, in 2 months, the prices went crazy. Again, it started raising. We're like, oh,
Thank God.
it
Yeah, all
started.
the hard work of the 10 years paid out, I guess, right? With this one lucky thing happening.
Yeah, we're like, okay, God, we are settled we don't even think about buying another place. We're like, we are done. It's too much work.
Yeah, that's nice. So, which is in
So yeah,
2013, right? You bought in
we
2014?
13. Yeah,
13. Mm.
yeah, almost 10 years ago now. We got told.
So now it's
That
like,
Novartis I
yeah,
lasted only.
what is job? 16 months you stayed there, right?
Yeah, and then we are like, I was like, I can't do this.
You don't have a this
It's just
thing of
too
like 2
exhausting.
years or something contract with them with the relocation. They have a catch, right? If
No,
they relocate
not
you.
yet. Oh, that is 1 year. So I
Oh,
made
just
sure I
1 year
crossed the
is
12.
there. Okay. Sometimes they put 1 or 2. Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for the
1 year to be
12
done.
years to pass, and yeah, and then I'm like, okay, I'm looking, and then I jumped to Bayer, which was literally right across the street from Novartis. I'm like, okay, I went there as a principal engineer over there, which was
But Bayer, at
actually,
this
I
time
felt
you
so
went to
guilty.
Bayer.
Yeah, it's Bayer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it felt so like I felt so guilty, like freely breathing because there was not that much crazy stuff going on. 16 months of non-stop work, and then like, I'm able to breathe. I felt so guilty. And Bayer is a huge company. That site was huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's all pharma again, but huge, and then very clearly defined. You don't wear multiple hats.
Yeah, at
So
least you
I
have
was in the
a clear role and responsibilities, and then you get help with rest of the stuff. That's good.
yeah. So it was good. So and then after that was 2014. Yeah, 2014 I joined there, and then 2015 I had my son. And 20, I lasted there till 2019 or 2018, some. But the commute was bad, like because it's one highway 880. I had to go, and so I'm spending on the road at least 3 hours every day.
Oh, so you have a long commute now with the Bayer.
Very long. Well,
Yeah,
even with
California
Novartis, I
traffics
had
are
the
really crazy. Even like little distance, it can take forever, right? 2-3 miles, it takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I don't know. That was really surprise for me when I was there last time. Yeah, the Silicon Bay Area. The Bay Area around it takes long time to just go a little bit, even 2 miles.
Yeah, it takes a long time. So with just my daughter, wasn't that bad because it was just me dropping and Raju picking her up. But with 2 kids, and especially once my daughter started school, it was really tough. Like I had to keep my son in the daycare, drop her.
With the son, you how
and then
did you manage? You get like 6 months of maternity now with Bayer.
No, I took only 3 months. I couldn't stay 6 months.
At least 3 months they gave you the maternity. And then after that, you have to put him in a daycare now, or like you have a nanny?
Yeah. No. I put him in daycare because that was at that time. My daughter was in daycare. She was it's on 3.5 years. So I used to drop them off.
You guys can drop both of them and then pick, I guess.
But after a while, she's older, right? So school, and then my son was still in daycare because he was a baby at that time. that time it got difficult. Then I like, okay, 2019, it was getting tough since after my daughter started school, and then to closer site. I was looking for a closer site to home so that it's more little relaxed, not spending 3 hours on the commute and not able to spend with the kids. So I shifted to Boehringer. It's a German company again, Boehringer Ingle.
Ah, yeah.
So you might
company too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know Keytruda from Merck. So BI makes the patent is up. BI makes the generic of Keytruda. So it's the biggest competitor of Keytruda.
Okay. All big beasts in pharma world you have.
So I
guess.
I quite a bit of pharma, and I for that. But till now I was all in plant engineering, and with BI I kind of shifted my gear quite a bit. I went into manufacturing operations, not engineering. I
completely
operations for BI.
Hands-on operations,
So
like on ground, right?
yeah,
Very tough and rough world.
ground operation, the equipment side, process side. I kind of switched gears here because it's closer to home, right? Even if they call me, I can go. It's only like 5 minutes away,
Okay.
and I can come. It's not too far, so that gave me the option to say, okay, I can take this chance, and
okay,
I took this. But it got so monotonous because again, these big companies, right?
Yeah, it's just like a regular, like it can wear you down. Yeah.
It's monotonous, and also everything. There's so much bureaucracy. All these big companies do that. It's so much bureaucracy,
especially
to make a
in
small
manufacturing
change
and all those operations or supply chain.
Yeah.
I think it's very cutthroat, and then yes, it can get to you very soon.
Yeah, and then it's like you need to be with the right people. You need to hang out with those people. I'm not that social. I like let my work speak for me. So like no, all these undeserving people climbing up the ladder. I'm like, no,
I'm not sitting around.
This is just not true. So I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I'm done with you guys and your politics. And I just shifted my gear and took a small startup company. I shifted to a company called Advita, which makes like eye drops for the eye macular disease, to treat macular disease. It's like age-related degeneration of the eye. They can't see anymore. They go blind. So the drops for that. Okay. It's a comp for Eylea. So it's a startup. So it is still in the beginning phases, phase 1 trials. I took a chance. And now at this position, we are not like, okay, if we don't get one income, we are too strapped for money. We are not in that position now. We are
now
like,
you can explore a little bit and take risks.
Yeah, we are like more like, okay, we can take chances now. Even if I don't have a job, Raju has a stable income. So we are okay. We don't need to like stress out, like no income, we'll be suffering. So we're like, okay. So I took that job, and this was all during COVID time. It is completely remote. So like, yeah, this is awesome. It's good. I joined as head of tech transfer, completely manufacturing, supporting the pilot plant, and I did a lot of travel, international travel at that time. As a company.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to travel to Belgium quite a bit at that time. Before, I traveled to Germany with the BI, but only one, right? But here, as a head of tech transfer, I had to travel almost every other month to whatever site that is making our product, making sure it's all taken care of. But it was okay because the kids are little grown up, not toddlers anymore. Raju
can take care of
always
them,
work
right?
from home.
Yes.
So that support system was there to make sure that I can do whatever I want to do. And then again, the jobs layoff happens and all this stuff, right? But right at this layoff, I was not too sad. With Parsons, I was like very stressed out at those situations. Like, this is not the first time layoff happened to me. So I was like, but the situation was so different. I was like, I actually got a break from working. So I took it
Now you're like,
relaxedly.
okay, whatever. So I will get whatever break it can, and if the job comes, it will come. If not, I'm like, cool,
Yeah,
chillax.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And also, we have all this experience within us, right? So we have that confidence, we build that experience. We are like, it may take some time, but we take
Yeah,
our own time
somebody will
before.
take you, right? For experience.
Yes, yeah. And the job is always waiting for us. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll spend time with the kids. No problem. I'm staying at home. I was going for walking every day. It
So
was
during
fine.
COVID, like after that, you got a layoff, like around now, or when is what's that?
Got paid off. No, no, it was after COVID. So 2020, I joined the startup at Winner,
Mm-hmm.
but in 2022, the layoff happened.
2022 layoff. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was not, I was not too stressed out at this layoff. I was like just comparing from my first one versus this one. I'm like, oh my God,
This
things have
one is
changed
like,
so
yeah,
much.
you grew too, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
More
this is
settled.
not my first, it was like, this is not my first rodeo. So
Mm-hmm.
just face it. You'll have a job opportunity again. Just, you should not be discouraged. These things happen. Change is constant. So it was
Mm-hmm.
good. And then after 3 months or so, I think in August 2023, this current company I'm in, Exelixis, it makes cancer drugs. It's a startup. I decided I'm not going to big companies
Big
anymore. I
companies,
can't.
yeah. It's all
Yeah,
bureaucracy, right? After a
yeah,
certain point, you need to decide. Either
yeah,
you, what kind of person you are, right? If you can get into that system and then okay with those politics and then play those, then yeah, okay. If not, we have other options, right? We only have one life, Bindu. That's okay. Yeah, I'm so
yeah,
inspired by you that you were able to make that call from all the big companies, just come
yeah,
out of it, and you are living your life at your own terms right now.
yeah,
Basically, you're contributing to
yeah,
the things that you like most, and then
yeah. And then after that, this tech transfer, it was fun. As it lasted, this previous company, it was really fun. I enjoyed it as a head of tech transfer. But the piece that was missing was we were not manufacturing in house, and there was so much travel. I like travel, but I don't
but
like
not
that
too
much travel.
much, right? Yeah.
So that was the only thing. And then this current company, I shifted quite a bit again. I completely left the engineering
Mm.
and manufacturing. I'm a program manager now.
Oh, so you are
So
in a completely different world. Okay.
yeah, I don't deal with any of the technical stuff.
Mm.
I make
Just a
sure that
program
from
manager.
all the manufacturing is happening, because to make one drug, we have to go to 6 so it's like 6 stages of unit ops. Think of it
Mm-hmm.
like that. So one raw material makes one piece of the puzzle,
Okay.
and this puzzle supplies, this puzzle piece becomes the raw material for the next unit of.
Next one. Okay.
And
They're all interrelated. Yes.
and exactly, so I make sure all these puzzle pieces are being manufactured in a timely fashion so that we can get the end product. So that I have to manage, and if something happens at one node, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I'm sitting with all the VPs all the time. So it's interesting conversations. You learn a lot from them. Lots of people do BS in the meetings, but we can identify who is actually knowledgeable and who understands the impact of all this conversation. So it's a very good learning process. I would advise to, even if you are not a contributor of for any of these VP or C-suite meetings, if you can have a chance, attend those meetings. You will learn a lot, like how they talk to each other, how they present absolutely useless material in such a beautiful way that you are impressed
Great.
and you will actually invest.
Yeah, exactly.
And you invest because all these startups, they are luring because that's the money, that's our salaries basically. That
So,
investments need to come in. It's not just the data, they have to present it in such a way, beautiful presentation skills, beautiful talking. I'm like, that's awesome. I learn a lot from those conversations, even if I'm not participant or anything, just being the
but
audience.
you were able to get that
Really,
opportunity now with this company, right? Because in the previous
yeah,
roles, it wasn't able. You weren't getting that, yeah,
yeah.
exposure, right? Which is needed to learn
Mm-hmm.
for our growth.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
yeah.
is no
It
trans.
was
Yeah.
all individual content. It was great. Individual, being individual, good, right? I was passionate in what I did, but with the kids, I needed the flexibility. I don't want to be plant support, manufacturing support all the time. I don't want to be on call
Call all the
all
time.
the
Yeah,
time.
you need to have that flexibility. So, do you have to
I
learn
don't
some
want to
like
be.
management softwares or project management tools? I
Those
don't
were
know.
all coming. No, those all came by default. I actually did my after my masters was all done, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did my MBA when my son was born. With toddler in my hand all night, waking up so many times anyway. I did my MBA at that time
Oh, you did an
with
MBA. I don't know that.
him.
See, yeah, you didn't tell us you have
Yeah,
an MBA. That's good,
yeah.
Bindu.
I did my MBA after my son was born, commuting 3 hours to Bayer
Hmm.
and everything. With all that commute time, I somehow did all the time management and I did my MBA that with a toddler, like a few months old little baby, and then my daughter doing everything and everything.
Oh
Being a
my
mom,
goodness, hands off
and
for that, right? Because we know this, all guys say,
yeah,
I have the wife who can take care of this. But then I did my MBA. But like, yeah, look at you. You are doing
yeah,
everything. And also you did an MBA too. You gave birth to that, which is, yeah, yeah, I know. It's too much, right? To go through your
yeah,
body. You have to be back on, and at the
yeah.
same time, you did an, so it's like a part-time MBA that you have to
Yeah,
go through.
yeah, I did it online, like an executive MBA from Fitchburg University, Boston University. I did it.
Okay.
So
So executive MBA.
it was yeah.
It's a
So I did it
complete
completely
online
online
program,
because
then you don't have to go in person at all.
at all. So and also since I have all this experience already, working experience, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to write
Yeah, they waive all
essays
that,
or
right? If you have 10 years or five some years, they can, you can just get into the program.
yeah,
So is the company
yeah.
paying for
So I
you
did
that?
yeah, it did. I said I wanted to do it, and they said as long as it doesn't affect your performance, we're fine. Okay, I'll
Oh,
do
okay. So they did
it
pay
then.
for you for it because it's expensive too,
Yeah,
right? That's why I asked. Mm.
yeah, I did all that. So it was. I always wanted an MBA just because growing up MBA was a big deal, right? I don't know if you had that perspective, but for me it was a big deal. I'm like, oh, I just want it under my belt. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
easy.
yeah.
So I just
Yeah, MBA was
so I
like
did
here
that.
at
So
least if you want to go into management, it's a big deal, right? To get that MBA under your belt. And
so I
also it's pretty expensive too. That's one more reason too, right? Even though most of the people they want to, but you
yeah.
just have to prioritize. You need to have funds to do it or a sponsor
Yeah.
to make you go through,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Bayer sponsored me, and then when I shifted companies, even BI sponsored me because it wouldn't finish, right? It took 18 months to finish it.
oh, so yeah, they carried
So
over
I
and
finished it
they,
in 18
they
months.
paid it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
impressive, Bindu. Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, congrats on that. Yeah.
That,
So now you have MBA, so it does, yeah, you already have all the skills, I guess, for the management. Hmm,
yeah,
that's nice.
that
Very
is.
nice.
But being able to finish time, right? So yeah. So we were working on projects all the time. So I always had to use project
No, yeah,
timelines
I
and all
know
this
it's you.
soft.
You already might have all the skills already, right? You don't need a special degree separately, but it's just for women, especially for them to consider you, you are capable of that role. You
Yeah.
do need to have this degree to show, right? To prove it.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
validation for the other
that's
people.
the
Yeah.
validation. You need to have 10 different validations. Even after that,
Hmm.
they might be skeptical. It doesn't matter. You have to still prove it after 10 times
Yeah.
too. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's just one thing
Yeah.
that.
So I think that MBA kind of helped me to shift my gears again to become a program manager now. So now I'm a program manager. I manage the early stage programs and also the late stage
Late
programs.
stage
When
too.
I joined the company, I was the only PM for 6 biologics products. So
That's
it
a
was
so you do have some tools, right, to manage all of them at least in parallel.
yes. So I do have some tools very like mostly it's all MS project and then we
MS
have all these
project. You use
timelines.
MS project. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's MS project and they have some other software proprietary only to Excel Access software we use, but it's mostly as a program manager, it's mostly making sure all the nodes are functioning properly.
Correct. And the
And it's the
timelines,
top.
right? You need to meet
Yeah.
all the timelines. If not, you will be in trouble, right?
Yeah, and the biggest thing is we already communicate to the leadership and the investors that we are filing on this quarter in this date. And if there it's always a domino effect. If I slip something and if it impacts the timeline or the spend, I am in the hot seat. So I
Correct.
need to justify everything. So that makes a nightmare for me. I'm like, I really don't want to see Baz or Mike or anybody today. I really don't want to because I'm not going with good news. If I'm with good news, I'm good. But
Yeah,
this,
exactly. You
that
have to
okay, what
be the
is
person to bear the bad news too,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And the thing is, when you go with any sort of hack or bad news, it's always go prepared with your data. What you did to mitigate it, what else can you do, what resources you need. You just never go to a meeting with blank paper. Never ever don't
That's
come
true.
up with the problem and say, okay, you tell me the answer. That will not go well anywhere. Always come up with some solutions. It can be a dumb solution, but come up with some solutions.
Yeah. From either one, two, three solutions. If this you take one, this is the one, and then if not, we can go this, or this
Yeah.
is the thing we could do. And also the
Yeah.
other challenging part for the program, like project managers, I realize is it's a tough job because you don't have anybody reporting to you directly, right? You just need to go and then
Mm-hmm.
negotiate and then make them do for you because
Yeah.
even if you don't do it, you are not their boss, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have no direct control of like making them do for you. All you have
Mm-hmm.
to do is like make sure yeah, that's the people skills, I guess, that
Yeah.
they listen to you and do for you.
Yeah. Yeah. More for the PM, more than the technical piece, it's all the soft skills that
Soft
come into
skills.
play.
Hmm.
Yeah. Communication, negotiation, collaboration.
Relation, all those
And
skills.
also, don't be afraid of the conflict. That's the biggest thing. Don't be a pushover, but don't be too harsh either. That's striking the balance depending on your audience and the situation. That's huge.
You have to be pushy
So
sometimes, right? As you said, the conflict is where I don't think I'm so good at the conflict, but you have to be like, yeah, prepared for it, and you have to be tough when you have to say, hey, this is what it is. You need to do this by this time. We do need to do it, and as you said, the right balance is the key.
yeah, it's standing that, and it will not be the same. Sometimes the balances will be tipped. You have to be really careful with that because if you are with some operator and sometimes it's your own internal product, you're not ready and you already booked the slot with your external collaborator, and it's a lot of legal and contracts and everything come into play. So you have all these players and you say, okay, we can't use this February slot, can you move this to and you have 6 million to pay to them, and then you have to negotiate and make sure that you're not losing that money, and making sure, and also answering to our leadership why our team was not aware that they can't match that slot. Why are they kind of slacking off, for lack of better words? So all this, it's multiple teams. It's not, it's fun, it's stressful, but it's really fun dealing with all this personality. Yeah, lots of strategy. You're like, okay, I have to be really nice with this person, even I don't like them. But even if I like this person, I need to be on them to get what I need. So that thing, nothing is personal here, but you need to be very professional. But when we go out for lunch or anything, we are all like pulling each other's legs. We are all like fine there. But when it comes to work, it's work. You need to have that. Hey, it's nothing personal. This is what we need.
Yeah, that's
have time for chit chat.
That's how it happens, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's really good, Bindu. I don't know, like, so many things about you. I'm really inspired, and it's such a admirable journey that how you took so many things and then converted them into challenges into opportunities, right? Never looked back, and then going ahead.
It's always lessons learned and move from it, basically.
That's really nice.
Because you can't, the biggest thing is you need to learn your lesson. Do not forget your past, but don't dwell on your past. It's always good or bad. It's always something for your future. It's a stepping block.
Just go forward.
Yeah. Keep moving forward, even if it's a snail pace. Roll, crawl, do whatever. Just keep moving. That's all.
That's nice. Yeah. So tell me now a little bit of a lighter version, right? So tell about the family, little bit what you do for work-life balance, or the fun things you do outside work, how you guys hang out, or like you have friends.
So outside work, we used to have a big circle in Boston. Lots of friends from AU and everything. But once we moved here, it took a while to make friends, even with the neighbors. But after that, I found some of my school friends here, luckily via Facebook. But we've made friends with the neighbors. Mostly the friends for me personally are like our neighbors and the kids' parents, whoever my kids are friends with. Those are my friends. Yeah. But right now, the kids are grown up a little. Raju has his own circle. He's very good at making friends, okay? So he has no problem. I'm the one who has trouble and no time ever for whatever reason. So mostly my hangout is with the kids and the family at home, and we love to travel. Well, I should say I love to travel, so I drag Raju saying, come, let's go somewhere, here, there. Mostly it's travel, or we play board games and all. I wouldn't call it a balance, but whenever we spend time with each other, we make it count.
That's nice, right? Yeah, you can see it's very challenging, right? With the kids, demanding jobs, you're all also hardcore chemical engineering, all the time needed, right? Not like, but still, it's good to have those moments count.
Yeah, we make it count, like whatever time we spend. It's hard, especially with my daughter getting into almost teens. The communication takes a different stand. She always likes to text from upstairs.
Challenging times.
She just text. There is no words coming off the mouth. I'm like, no, I hate texting. You just come and talk to me, or call me and talk to me. Don't text me. It's annoying. She's like, you old people. But I'm like, that's okay. I can be old, but no texting. Talk. Use your words. My son is still not there yet. He's still okay. He's still a baby. So that's fine.
That's fine. That's a nice, cute little age, right? You can enjoy before he becomes a teenager again.
No, he's not looking forward to the teens. I need to learn from the other parents of all the things here. So many. Oh, I want to hear your stories.
Hmm. Yeah, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, ipudu, like, I think we talked about most of your career challenges, life, personal life, professional life, I guess, kids. Mm.
Yeah.
So,
You talk work-life balance. What
yeah,
else is
we
there?
talked the work-life balance, how you were able to. Yeah, it's really nice because it's good for somebody to see, right? Looking outside the picture, it might seem rosy, right? But then since you, even I don't know the kind of challenges, I got a lot of strength from you now, how like some of the places, how you were able to navigate and negotiate and also keep up your like cool without losing, like breaking down or emotionally, but still coming out of it. That's
Yep.
really inspiring.
I should say for all the strength and patience. She has
Mhm.
been the biggest thing. That's
Patience
where
too.
I got it from.
Mm.
Yeah. It was difficult. It was not easy, but we got here through patience and again moving. No matter how slow it is, just keep
Just
moving.
keep moving.
We'll get there eventually, and do not compare yourself to other success.
Others.
Yeah,
That's the lesson, I guess, right?
you are
Yeah.
successful in your own right, so don't worry about how quickly others reach to a certain peak. You will reach there slowly but surely, as long as you make the effort.
And also, there is no definition of success, right? It's what you think you need, right?
Yeah,
It's just a very broad term. Like, success
yeah,
might be something for somebody, but that's
yeah,
irrelevant to you when you don't
yeah,
need that, right? Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah, whatever you
yeah,
want, it's like as long
yeah,
as you're happy in getting it,
yeah, yeah.
that's all.
You are successful in your own right. That's all
That's,
matters. As long as you're happy, you have a roof on your head, you have your health,
that's
you
all
have a
matters, I guess.
see. That's all matters. There's nothing else. Tomorrow, it will be taken care of as long as you put in your effort. Don't
Effort.
give. Yeah,
Hope. Hmm.
yeah. Don't give up ever. Keep moving.
So tell me how
That would be my
you
thing.
give back to the, like, you do any activities like mentoring, or how you give back to the society or something, like you help out.
So mentoring, not so much, but giving back to the society. I do. Um, what do you call volunteer work at the food banks, and I have a little recently formed small group with other Indian women who do all these activities, like they buy food materials like the non-perishables and they package it and give it to the homeless people, and they get like this blankets and stuff. So I recently started contributing it. Before, it used to be once every year or something, like for my mom's anniversary or something. I used to ask Raju to do something in India to the like the old age homes or something. But now that's like a lot of more time on our end, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and also asking somebody else to do it for us. So I wanted to do it personally. So here we started like with all the ladies in the group. I kind of like slowly,
Slowly.
not
Whatever small
slowly,
thing you could do, yeah, slowly.
yeah, because there's lots of life. Everybody's lives are hectic. So whatever time we can kind of tease out. Now I'm like, okay, I think I have to do it. I need to make some time to be at a stage where we can give back to the society. So just do a little, need not be like building stuff for anything, just a little bit for
Little
somebody.
bit, whatever you can, right? And then you did a lot to your family back, like, yeah, early on
Mm,
too. That's really
mm.
good, right? It took
That was my responsibility. Like,
mm,
it was just my responsibility. Nobody asked me to do it. I just did it.
mm.
Yeah, this was like, okay, let's do it as a group so that I'm not doing it all by myself.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
and
Tell
it's
me
good to
one
do as
thing,
a
like,
group. Like,
yeah, it's nice, yeah. So tell me one thing that, like, if you have a power that you want to change something, that you would do it. Let's say a magical power will be given to you. You can change one thing, whatever that is.
That's a good question. This should be an icebreaker. No?
I think so. A fun question.
Like power to change in the world or in the personal life?
Anything,
You
like
mean?
anything that you think of. This is given to you.
Hmm. Magical power, huh? I don't know. Communication, I would say. It's not a magical power, but it can do magic if you use the right words and do the right communication with anybody. Like you can make or break a relationship with a lot of people. For example, in your family, right? If you don't communicate properly, you'll make enemies out of your kids and spouse.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if you do it right, you make bond and you make the situation pleasant. And same thing in the career too. Like if you communicate properly and deliver really softly, and also you can sell your intellect and skills in such a way your career is better. I'm still working on it. I don't have that power.
Yeah. So the magic of words, maybe, right? The communication. That's what you want to change
Yeah,
for good.
yeah. My that is actually a superpower, I would say. Use the right words at the right words at the right tone at the appropriate time.
At the right time. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That was simply put it, I guess. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
yeah. I think we, yeah, thank you so much, Bindu. I think we covered most
Oh,
of it,
thank
right? Yeah. How about investments? Maybe I didn't ask like strategies or like how do you invest
you.
for like taking care of for future? Do you have any special
So
tips that you can
I'm
give?
not investment or I'm not very savvy in that area, I would say. And I really don't spend too much time trying to understand them. But
Money is
being
not
in this
good.
pharmaceutical world,
Yeah.
yeah, but being in this biotech world, right, wherever I go, my company gives stock. And
So they give stocks.
this, they give stock because at my director level, they give stock right away. Even when I was in the previous companies, I got stock from all the previous companies. And I really don't sell them. I don't have a need to sell them. So they are at a decent price. So I leave them alone. And also I have this 401k, but and then we get all these financial services like Fidelity and Wells Fargo, everything free cost for us. So they take care of all the investment for me. So I'm really not that tech savvy. As far as real estate, I'm clueless. We just have this house. That's
And
it.
that's it. Yes, you keep it simple. No other
Yeah.
like
I don't want to keep it complicated. I just want to
complicated,
say,
right?
guys,
Again,
I'm
yeah.
good.
Too many things, then yeah, it just takes a lot of
Yeah.
energy, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a
Yeah.
simple thing you never like got into the even in India back home, you never invested or anything, right?
No.
So just straight
No.
and simple.
Because if I invest in India, I need somebody to take care of them and all that. Like, I don't know the rules of India too much, and it's too complicated for
It's
me. I'm
good
like, no,
like you didn't do
I want
it.
to.
That's not right. It seems I'm hearing. Yeah, if you are planning anyway, you wanted to settle
Yeah.
here from the. You have that clarity, right? You were not confused that do I want to go back or you want to
No.
here. You have that clarity that this is what you are going to stay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I
good.
never just in investing in India anyway. Sometimes Raju says, should we buy something in India? I'm like, there is too much red tape over there,
Everything.
and it takes forever for every little thing. So I'm like, I just don't have the patience for it. I want it like done. You say something, I do something, you do it on time, and there is no concept of doing it on time over there. Even a simple thing as a tailor, they don't deliver it on time as they promise. I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to deal with all that headache. If I go to India, I want to relax there. I don't want to stress myself out. No investments in India.
That's good. That's good. So, any tips like for the future generations who wants to be coming into chemical engineering or who wants to or who are already in chemical engineering? What do you say?
So if you
Mentoring it.
chemical engineering has chemical engineering has lot of scope in the future. It's when you say chemical engineering, don't think of it like building a power plant or a petroleum plant or running in a factory setting. Do not think of it that way. It has wide range. I have a job in biotech industry. You have a job in petroleum industry. Somebody has a job in polymer industry. Chemical engineering is applicable in every field. And also, once you do your degree in chemical engineering, because you have the technical expertise, you can actually branch out further. And I'm right now a program manager. That's because of my chemical engineering expertise. I can call out anybody if they say this process is working like this with this flow rates. I can totally see that's complete garbage what they're talking. So I can say, no, yes, I'm the PM, I'm not the technical SME. But the thing is, you are very trustworthy even in the absence of the SME. So the SMEs are comfortable leaving you in charge of those meetings. You can establish credibility pretty quickly. It helps in your career progression very wise. And chemical engineering actually gives you a lot of skills, even including soft skills and exposure to other areas of engineering, which helps you in your career. So I would say more than the software or any other industry, chemical engineering is actually beneficial.
So
It is tough
yes, it is
to
tough,
survive.
but
It's tough to survive.
get it
You are actually
quickly under
studying.
your belt, and that will help you with
Yeah,
tremendously later on
yeah.
in your career, right? In
You
any
will,
field
yeah,
you want to go.
you will never regret studying chemical engineering. That's my advice. If you have a chance, take it. Yes, it's going to be tough while going through it, but once you get into the career, you'll be a superstar in no time because you already have all the skills that are needed for your success. It will give you the confidence because you are exposed to electrical, mechanical, civil, and every other engineering branch. So that's actually very, very helpful, I would say.
Helpful.
Yeah. It gives you the confidence, which is a huge factor, especially coming from India, South India, as a female. I had confidence, but I'm never speaking up. It took me a long time to speak up. But because I know all those technical details,
You were
it
able to
automatically
speak
gave
up.
me the confidence to speak up.
Mhm.
Not to like challenge, but at least speak up and say this is not right and why it is not right. I was able to back up my technical information with why I'm saying what I'm saying. So that's a big deal.
It's a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice to hear
Yeah.
that you pursued it and then you continued in chemical engineering and very successful, and then you recommended too, and then how you made
Yeah.
yourself successful with all the different key abilities you got through the the engineering, right? Chemical engineering. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It is.
Female.
I would say it's really good. That's one branch of engineering I never say I hate it. No. Computer engineering, no, I would run away from it. Civil, okay, it's too physical. Chemical is really good. It gives you the soft skills, which are needed more than the technical skills. So I
Mhm.
would totally recommend for the future generations. If you get a chance, please take it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Bindu. It was really nice
Thank
talking to
you.
you. And then it's a long time, but then it's really
Yeah.
good catching up with you. And thanks for like openly sharing all the details, not only just the good things that happen in your life, but also the challenges you go through and then how you overcome it. And I'm really hats off to your confidence and the courage throughout, right? Yeah, start from like your early childhood to until now. I think that's the two things that helped you, if I see. It's the courage, and then taking whatever it takes, just I'll go take it, not thinking in second, no second chance of like thinking maybe something might go wrong, never. And then the confidence that, hey, whatever, I can do it, or I will learn how to do it, or it will be happening.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Madhavi, for your time. But yes, the second thoughts kind of ruin it for you. Don't second judge yourself. You are good.
That's
the
it.
way you are. Just go for it. If there is a problem, you'll face it. You got to this stage of life by being you. You can get through to the next stage. So don't worry too much.
Thank you. I got inspired too. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhavi. Bye.
Hello friends. Mari విన్నారుగా బిందుతో మాట్లాడి తన లైఫ్ జర్నీ, సీక్రెట్స్ ఫర్ లైక్ సక్సెస్, తన కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది, అంత క్లారిటీ ఎలా వచ్చింది తనకి, ఆ కరేజ్ ఎలా వస్తుంది, లైఫ్లో డిఫరెంట్ challenges, how she was able to navigate with the confidence and courage, how she balanced both her family life, work life, the pressure she overcome, and also at the same time being in a core chemical engineering field in the pharma manufacturing world, as well as into the C-suite level, working with the VPs, directors, making the things happen at very different stages of life, being a program manager, product manager, principal scientist. Different challenges she faced, how he upskilled herself, how she got the MBA degree, even though she is handling too many responsibilities as a mom, as a career woman. She was able to do MBA, very inspiring, and then the very courageous. Anytime, never looking back, just take forward the step and then keep moving అనేది బిందు నుంచి ఎలా తెలుసుకున్నామో. సో తన అడ్వైస్, ఇఫ్ యూ క్యాన్ బికమ్ ఏ కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్, ప్లీజ్ గో ఫర్ ఇట్, అండ్ దాట్స్ ద బెస్ట్ థింగ్ యూ కుడ్ డూ, అండ్ యూ విల్ నెవర్ రిగ్రెట్ అనేది కూడా తను లైఫ్ నుంచి మనం నేర్చుకున్నాం కదా, హౌ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ షీ ఈజ్ బీయింగ్ ఏ కెమికల్ ఇంజనీర్ అని. సో ఈ టిప్స్ అన్నీ మీకు ఎంత కొంత యూజ్ అయినాయి అని నమ్ముతూ, మీ లైఫ్లో కూడా మీరు కరేజ్, క్లారిటీ అండ్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతాయి మనకి నెక్స్ట్ స్టేజెస్కి తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి. అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్, ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ ఫర్గెట్ యువర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్. కీప్ యువర్ ప్రామిసెస్, do your responsibilities, and that will help you be more successful in life అని కూడా నేర్చుకున్నాం మరి. సో ఇంకో పాత్ ఫైండర్ ఫ్రెండ్ తోటి మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ మీ ముందుకు వచ్చేస్తాను. అప్పటి వరకు మరి సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్, ఎట్లు మీ మామ.